My mental health journey kind of started about when I was 2 years old. I had actually started walking and regressed to crawling, dragging my right thigh. I had a bump on my upper right thigh. And then a surgeon looked at my upper right thigh and he said it was a hematoma and needed to be removed immediately. And he also told my mother if he ever saw any more signs of abuse on me, he would report her. It was a physical assault on me at 2 years old. At 5 years old, my father, my main abuser, started abusing me emotionally and as well as sexually. And, through all these incidents, it was never reported to the police. And the message I continually got was that my body wasn't my own. I was just very confused with all the abuse that I had, suffered. When I came to Momentum, I think I was pretty broken, but they met me where I was at. They didn't force anything on me. They were patient with me. And it was only until I got to Momentum where I was able to bring up race and stuff like that. A lot of past therapists I had, there are a lot of threats of, abandonment or, there's some who couldn't deal with my cutting, but they didn't shy away from that. Like I said, they met me where I was at. They builded on my strengths. I love creating artwork pieces. I think it helped me kind of deal with what I was dealing with. This last art piece, it's a self-portrait I did my sophomore year. I got influenced by a portrait that Vincent van Gogh did of himself looking out the window of his room in a psychiatric hospital. Interesting enough, Van Gogh also suffered from bipolar disorder. One of my diagnoses is bipolar disorder, as well as PTSD, anxiety and anorexia. Recently, I've learned a lot of coping skills with my case manager, Seetla. She does jigsaw puzzles, and I just got my first jigsaw puzzle about a couple weeks ago, and it's very soothing. And Seetla and I also share a love of movies and stuff, so she's just always been supportive. Like I said, I can call her anytime, she'll get back to me. I was in a car accident, she picked me up, and I can say I definitely have grown, having her supportive, nurturing relationship. I got my confidence. I eventually got my degree in 2014, and today it's 2,522 days since I last self-harmed. So I've done a lot of work. I'm just glad I'm at a place where I am, and I have people around me, my treatment team, my psychiatrist, Dr. Stanton, my case manager, Seetla, my therapist, Amy, and all the therapists or caseworkers I've had with Momentum made it possible for me to thrive and have success. So I'm thankful.